Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look here at XRP. Try to make this fast, kind of just identify some key level supports and resistances. Seems pretty obvious here on the charts what's going on, but we'll elaborate. And if you want to become a better trader again, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. There is a summertime sale going on right now, so be sure to check that out and lock in your rate for both Premium and Premium Plus. Awesome opportunity. Congrats to our community members too, by the way. With our Premium Plus group, we took a nice short from XRP. Little 9% there in 4 hours, and Litecoin another 9% in 9 hours. So that's just one of my fully automated trading systems there. We also have here as well Ape 15%, that's a long, Bitcoin 32% long, 24% Ethereum Classic long, and 27% Matic. So we cashed in on some decent profits yesterday when we got that nice little pump from Bitcoin. And again, today we're seeing somewhat of a sell-off, fairly expected. So all in all, what we're looking at here for XRP is a couple things. So let's talk about that. What is the deal? Well, I get the question, is it going to continue to increase or is it going to continue to go down? Well, we can assume it's going to go down before it comes back up, just based on this descending trend that is pretty much continuing here, right? We haven't seen much of a break from this trend yet. Okay, now there's some light at the end of the tunnel here, so to speak. We're getting closer to the end here where it should continue to progress higher. We got to break above this key level resistance. Okay, so if we take a look at volume, we kind of zoom in a little bit here in the most recent past, we can see the obvious amount of volume is right below the current price action. So that's a good sign. Okay, so truth be told, even if we look at larger time frames for the last like 3 or 4 months, most amount of volume is at 46 cents, upwards of about second most amount of volume at 52.5. That's roughly where we're at right now. So good little consolidation in that range, or consolation essentially, to let you know that the bottom is nearing. Okay. Truth be told, though, if we take a look at this key level resistance, we can see here previously it's had a lot of difficulty passing this level in the past. So we can assume that 54.5 is a strong resistance level. Okay. So that is going to be something that's going to continue to work itself out until it doesn't. In other words, it'll probably just maintain itself as a resistance until we either see Bitcoin submerge past 28,000, or we need a little bit more consolidation from Bitcoin initially. Okay, because again, we can kind of look here. If we look at the most recent past here, we kind of get the price action of what happened last 2 weeks roughly. It's very similar to Bitcoin behavior. Difference is Bitcoin took off and broke through a key level resistance, and XRP really hasn't. It jumped above for a moment, but hasn't closed above yet. Okay, so again, until we break this descending trend, we're in a position where we kind of got to assume it's going to continue. Now, keep in mind this. If the price goes sideways for another week or so, we'll be above this trend naturally, and we'll be in a position where we can probably be more comfortable taking it long. If we take a look here, of course, the 20-day SMA, that's the trend setter. We want to respect that. 50-day SMA is averaging itself at about 64 cents, so it does imply that 62 to 64 will be a strong resistance. And here at the 200, coincidentally, 200 is averaging itself out as a nice little support level. So in truth, a long right now or a long closer to 50 cents would seem appropriate. Okay. We just got to recognize that Bitcoin does bottom out and come down to like the 25,000 range. XRP is going to dump, and it's just kind of the way that it goes, right? So it's definitely pairing itself with Bitcoin, but it's not super strong just yet. Once we get above 52, I think, or sorry, that 54 cent mark, we're going to be in better shape. All right. So again, daily doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look fantastic either. We converged here, yes, yesterday, but we see a lot of convergences from other coins. Most of the coins are above 50 on the RSI, where this is far from it. So again, all the more reason to respect this resistance at 54/55. 4-hour time frame, we're going to go in and double check this here. I got asked earlier, hey, we're making higher lows. Is that a good sign? Of course it's a good sign. But if this next low comes down below this, we're in trouble. Okay, we haven't officially bounced yet. We just see a little green candle because Bitcoin took a jump off of 27.1. Okay, so here in all with XRP, we're in a situation where it's not fantastic, but it's also not like dire straits. We're pretty much consolidating at this lower level. So it wouldn't be terrible to add to your position at the 50 to 52, 54 cent mark range. 4-hour time frame, we're kind of bouncing off 50 on the RSI, and stochastic is swinging down. So it tells us we have potential for more momentum to the downside. We're also diverging here as well, or potentially diverging on the MACD. So once more, unless Bitcoin can consolidate at 24 or higher, 27,100 or higher, where it's at roughly, we're not going to see XRP recover. Okay, so again, it's kind of marching at the same beat as Bitcoin, as we can see. Very similar pairing here. and not super awesome. Okay, it's not awesome like Unify. Just kidding. If you're trying to short Unify right now, be careful. I covered that earlier today. You can see that, of course, in my my history. So, anyways, looking at XRP on the 4-hour, it's not fantastic. It's really kind of just mostly neutral, following Bitcoin to a somewhat of a T. 1 hour, I can also see the same thing here. We're digressing. We're fairly overextended to the downside, but not really all that strong of a descending pattern here. It's really just kind of standard retracement concurrent with Bitcoin. Okay, but as you can see, anytime Bitcoin drops, it drops harder. But when Bitcoin increases, it increases minimally. In other words, it's adversely paired. In other words, we got like a 2x to the downside and a 1x to the upside. When you see that kind of pairing for coins, it's typically best to wait it to see when the bottom will occur. Because again, keep in mind, if Bitcoin comes down here, what's XRP going to do? It's going to drop pretty darn hard. We're going to lose any type of support that we have, and we're going to see 50 cents tested easily. So if you're more of like a long-term hodler here for this coin, set some limit orders at lower levels. Like 50 cents would be a great place to average your price down. 48 cents. And of course, we got this large liquidity gap here. If you look at larger time frames, we can kind of see here that we might even see as low as 42 cents average down. Okay. So all the more reason to be patient and wait for confirmation. We don't have it yet. To me, I would recommend waiting. But again, sometimes I'll say to wait and the price goes up. We didn't expect Bitcoin to for the SEC and all that stuff to get approved. So we weren't expecting that. And some folks didn't get averaged down the way they wanted to. That's the way it goes. All right. But for right now, consider adding to your position now because we are nearing the bottom, but there's still plenty of liquidity to be swept. And I would just add some limit orders on the way down here to kind of protect yourself or average yourself down effectively if that's what your goal is. But right now, again, XRP is not looking strong. So just a heads up on that. Not the most advisable coin. Once again, I would maybe consider recommending a short. We took a nice little short last night while I was sleeping from our automated trading bot there and took some nice profit. Again, different strokes for different folks, but yeah, we hit a nice little BCH long yesterday as well, about 92%. So cool stuff. All that stuff's available. You can fully automate your trades if you want to decide to follow that. Link down below, cryptocash.tech is where you can register. Otherwise, hey, make sure you jump on over to our Discord. Help us grow our community. Really awesome to be able to just have some fun with our community members. I send out playout charts for every coin that I cover. And obviously, there's a lot of benefits here for our referral links, the support system, and got some social media, all sorts of good stuff here coming your way. And every video is, of course, uploaded here as well. So check that out. All right, thanks again for joining me here. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video. Take good care.